So hello and welcome anime viewers to another brand new video. In this video we are going to explain the anime series called The Misfit of Demon King Academy. In present day demon society, the Demon King Academy trains young demons descendant from the Demon King's bloodline. Waiting for the Demon King to reincarnate, two new students Anos and Misha are bullied by Zepes. Anos, who secretly the reincarnated Demon King, easily humiliates him by repeatedly killing and resurrecting Zepes until he surrenders. Anos invites Misha to his home where it's explained by Anos' parents that he uses magic to rapidly age. Anos is accosted by Zepes and his brother Iligo, who explains that nobles and royals ensured their supremacy by secretly murdering any hybrids born with powerful magic. Lyok then murders his brother for humiliating the family. However, Anos is unaffected by Lyok's magic, explaining that he is the founding ancestor. He is the origin of their magic. He then defeats Lyok by summoning Zepes as a vengeful zombie. Victorious Anos fully resurrects the two brothers and declares that he'll retake this throne as Demon King the next day. Anos receives his student crest, which identifies him as the most powerful new student but also a total misfit. 2000 years ago, Anos, tired of war, made a deal with the human hero Kanon to sacrifice his life to separate the demon-human spirit and god realms for 1,000 years, so peace could flourish in the present. Anos learns as he was deemed a misfit because the history of the Demon King has been grossly misinterpreted. He proves his intelligence by correcting the spell of his teacher, Emilia, doubling his power. He then proves his power by overwhelming Sasha, Misha's arrogant sister, with her own spell. Sasha challenges Anos to a duel in the team exam. If Sasha loses, she'll join Anos' team, but if Anos loses, he becomes her slave. Anos easily wins using his immense physical strength and overwhelming magic. After Sasha unwillingly agrees to join his team, Anos reveals he went easy on her because Misha loves Sasha and wanted to be on the same team as her, plus he thinks Sasha's demon eyes are beautiful. After introducing Sasha to his parents, who are shocked he brought two girls home, Sasha secretly thanks Anos for helping her reconcile her difficult relationship with Misha and kisses him. Ivis, one of the seven elder demon emperors Anos created from his blood, now runs the academy as the Seven Deans. Anos realizes Ivis doesn't remember him, so he attempts to send Ivis back in time to retrieve his memories. However, Ivis decides to remain neutral for the next academy challenge. Students are told to collect the magic items from the castle, which is actually Anos' home. From years ago, he decides to collect a scepter at the lowest level. After collecting the scepter, he allows Misha to take one of his personal items, the phoenix robe, for Sasha's birthday to enhance her flame magic. However, Sasha stabs Misha and claims she was never their ally but was waiting for a chance to betray them. Anos claims she is lying since her demonic eyes should have activated under intense emotion, but they didn't. Sasha flees with the robe and scepter, claiming she hates Misha. Misha admits to Anos that she'll disappear the moment she and Sasha turn, and then the person he thinks of as Misha doesn't actually exist. When Sasha was a fetus, Ivis split her into two babies, so when they turn, they would fuse into a single more powerful demon. Anos catches up with Sasha, who reveals she actually wants to save Misha. He reveals that if he sends them back in time, they confuse with their unborn fetuses, so they'll be born as true twin sisters. Suddenly, Anos is stabbed by Ivis. Anos activates the time spell only to be blocked by the guardian god of time. Fusing himself with Ivis, he seemingly kills Anos. However, Anos reappears unharmed. He sends Sasha and Misha to fuse their unborn selves. He then destroys Ivis after resurrecting Ivis. Anos returns all his unaltered memories, revealing Ivis only betrayed him because his memory had been altered by someone working for Arvo. Sasha and Misha return now as true sisters despite having saved Misha, and altering the past, Anos nonchalantly decides to return his scepter to get a perfect score for the academy challenge. He also gives Misha a ring from his collection to enhance her magic. Along with the phoenix robe, he gave Sasha in the past a swordsman with a grey victory for Anos and was granted the ability to reincarnate in the present. Emilia announces that a royal student famous for his sword skill is transferring to the academy. Misa, a classmate, informs Anos she is a Unitarian. He is intrigued to learn that Metis, another elder demon emperor, is a Unitarian too. Anos learns Misa's royal father hasn't spoken to her in years. He decides to let Misa and her Unitarian classmates join his team if they can prove themselves. The academy begins magic squad lessons where Anos and the transfer student Let are the only ones strong enough to wield magic swords. Lei asks to join Anos' team. Disregarding his royal status, Anos refuses and tells Lei and Misa to challenge him in the next team exam. Misha and Sasha defeat Misa and the Unitarians. Anos holds his own against Lei. Using a tree branch, one Lei starts to remember having jewed Anos before. Anos finally claims victory and suspects Lei in the reincarnation of someone from his former life. Lei promises to defeat Anos at the next duel. After the duel, Anos invites Lei and Misa to his home along with Sasha and Misha for dinner. There he welcomes Lei, Misa in his team. While his parents enthusiastically celebrate his victory at school, Emilia announces that two students have been chosen as competitors for the Magic Sword tournament, Lei and Anos. Anos suspected there's some kind of ulterior motive. Later, he meets Mithis, one of the 7 elder demon emperors, who claims that while he believes his memories were erased at some point, he is confident Anos is the demon king of tyranny. To show his gratitude to Misha, Anos takes her on an outing. During the outing, Ivis, using the disguise of a cafe cat, tells Anos that someone above Mithe is actually in control of the Unitarians on the day of the tournament. Ivis tells Anos some more information that he's uncovered. As such, Anos decides not to participate. However, after he realizes how much his parents believe in him, he changes his mind and takes on the previous tournament's winner, Kroot. Anos easily defeats him, which angers Emilia. This is followed by Lei winning his match. Backstage, Anos and Lei confront each other where Anos notices something is wrong. After he wins the next match, Anos gives his mother his sword. He and Misa then head to the hospital. There they meet Lei's adoptive mother Shela, who has a spirit disease. She reveals Lei is being controlled by the royalists. Afterward, Misa volunteers to help her. Meanwhile, Emilia attacks Anos' mother and the Unitarian classmates. When they refuse to give her the sword, then Anos arrives. He freezes Emilia, then heals all the girls and his mother. He angrily transports Emilia into the arena, where he stabs her with the sword before he kills her. He then resurrects her as a hybrid in order to punish her for her prejudice. Back at the hospital, Lei stops Misa to protect her life force. He then has a conversation with Shela, where she tells him to live his life the way he wants to. Lei leaves before Anos can return the next day. Anos and Lei face each other in the finals before the duel commences. Special rules are implemented which impact both Lei and Shela. Lei promises Anos for his ability to fight despite his magic being drained. However, he decides to fight on his own terms, which allows them to go all out. Ultimately, through Anos is victorious. It's then revealed that Mithis was the mastermind behind the tournament. Anos is challenged by Mithis, Gaius, and Idol. However, Lei takes out Gaius and Idol when confronted. Mithis reveals he has Shela, which causes Lei to leave the dimensional prison. To save her, a confident Mithis heads to an absolute space where he attacks Anos and Lei. Shela becomes a sword, which Lei uses to slash the absolute space. Anos then confronts a stunned Melis, where he freezes him from his brainwashing. Returning to the arena, Anos is declared the winner of the tournament. After healing Lei, Anos resurrects Shela, revealing her true form was a sword. Afterwards, Sasha gives Anos a sword as a commemorative gift. In the past, Anos told that he wanted to end the war. However, he was forced to injure Jirga. During the conflict in the present, the students are told they'll have an inter-academy classes in the human realm. Anos, Misha and Sasha, Lei and Misa have a training match during study hall. Later that day, Anos has a conversation with Mithis. Afterwards, he gives Lei a sword that belonged to someone he knew. 3 weeks later, the students head to the royal capital for the inter-academy classes. Anos teleports everyone to the city. He and Sasha then head to another hero academy. There they meet Eleanor, a third-year student. She escorts them inside the academy. When Sasha calls out the inaccuracy of Kanon's victory over the Demon King of Tyranny, Anna stops her. Afterwards, Eleanor tells them about Jugger Kanon, an elite class of reincarnated heroes. They then meet two students, Ledriano Kanor and Laos Kanon, who claim to be Kanon's reincarnation, which Anos doubts after he easily defeats Laos. Eleanor tells him that Kanon was murdered years ago by a human. Inside the Hero Academy, Rivest, a third-year student, confronts Anos about how he doesn't recognize him as the reincarnated Demon King. During the first day of the inter-academy classes, a demonstration of recreation is held. The Heroes Academy representative Ledriano easily performs the task, while River struggles to do so. Anos then reveals that the Hero Academy rigged the demonstration. Later that night, Ivis tells Anos some new information he uncovered during his investigation. Afterwards, Anos heads to a festival with Misha and Sasha, where they see Lei and Misa are on a date. The next day, the inter-academy exams commence at Lake Seymour, where Anos offers to take the exam. Reeves decides he wants to do it instead. During the exam, Reaver's team struggle against a Hero Academy student. It's revealed that the Hero Academy has cheated by having holy water mixed in with the lake water. To weaken the demons once he rescues Reeves' team, Anos uses a spell to evaporate the lake. He then challenges the Hero Academy students during the next round of the inter-academy exam. Anos' team notices that the Hero Academy students have put up a barrier that's enhancing their power. Misha decides to build a castle in the center of it. Anos then encounters another student who supposedly Kanon's reincarnation named Zeshia Kanon. Meanwhile, Sasha and Lei challenge and defeat Laos and Hen Kanon respectively. Afterward, Anos takes on Ledriano and Zeshia when the city gives them their energy. In order to empower them, however, Anos encounters using the energy of his Unitarian classmates. Everyone then hears a mysterious voice telling the students to kill the demon. Despite Honesty's warning, Zeshia unleashes a source explosion. Later, Eleanor asks Anos to head to the shrine. Misha heads to the shrine, where she runs into a furious Diogo Canon, director of the Hero Academy. When Anos arrives, he stops Diogo from brainwashing the students. After Anos kills Diogo, he and Misha meet Eleanor, where she reveals that she is magic. Eleanor reveals she was created with a taboo magic spell. As such, she is human magic. Anos then frees her so she can have the Human Academy students. Afterwards, Eleanor reveals that the truth about the creation of the Hero Academy, the students, the origins of the voice he previously heard, her existence, and how Kanon was killed. Just as Anos is about to grant Eleanor's wish, they are confronted by a clone of Diogo's. Suddenly, 3 of the Elder Demon Emperors show up with a mysterious figure who claims to be Anos. Anos taunts Anos before he leaves. A few days later, Anos declares war against humans. Meanwhile, Anos has a meeting with the remaining Elder Demon Emperors, where the friends vow to help him as well later, while his friends take on Arvo's forces and Anos decides to confront Arvo's by himself. Then it is revealed that Lei was masquerading as Avos and is the reincarnation of Kanon. Lei reveals to announce the truth as to why he rewrote history following his death. Afterwards, Anos' challenge is led to a fight. During the fight, Anos takes out 60 of Lei's 7 sources. However, Anos allows Lei to defeat him in order to stop the humans' hatred of demons. Refusing to accept the outcome, Diogo tells Zestia clones to self-destruct. When Eleanor tries to reason with him, Jugger arrives in form of sacred magic. He then confronted by Lei and defuse Misha and Sasha. When Jirga attempts to once again have the Zestia clone self-destruct, he is stopped by Anos. Joga decides to forcibly drain the hope of the city in order to transform, while his friends rally behind him. Anos tells Jirga that the world is at peace now. When he refuses to believe this, he is cut down by Leia. Anos, just before Jirga dies, Anos reincarnates him. After the battle, Anos reunites with Misha and Sasha. Lei reunites with Misa and Eleanor becomes Anos' magic. Everyone then heads back home to the demon realm. So it is the end for today's video. If you like the video, give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more such amazing content.